The purpose of this video is to show you how to add content to your modules. See my other video, How to Create Modules, to learn how to create modules. Once you've created modules, you can come to this video and I'll show you how to add content to them. So let's go to our dashboard. We're going to click on our course. We're using the homeroom course. If you haven't created your course yet, see my video, How to Create Your Canvas Course. There's 2 ways you can do it. I recommend using your homeroom course. Just please visit the video for more information. All right, we are going to go to modules because we have created our modules in another tutorial that I've already worked on. These are the modules we created. We have our week of March 30th and week of April 5th. In my last tutorial on how to create modules, I showed you how to add some things to them. We're going to add more now. Number 1, if you want to add videos from YouTube. I'm a preschool teacher. I want to add some videos from YouTube to my modules. This is how I will do it. You're going to go to the module, come across the bar, and click on the plus sign. You need to decide what you're adding. If you're adding a YouTube video, you need to add the URL, the web address. So you're going to click on URL. Now I need to copy my video address that I want to add. I'm a pre-K teacher. I love Jack Hartman, so I'm going to add his video to my Canvas page for my module so that my families can see this video on the day that I want them to, or during the week that I want them to. I need to copy his not his web address. I need to copy the web address. So I'm going to highlight it, edit, copy, go back to my Canvas page, and paste it in URL. The page name is going to be movement video because that's what it is. This is going into my module for the week of March 30th. I'm going to hit add item. Look what happens now. Here's my movement video for the week of March 30th. I'm going to click on the video. You don't even need to go to YouTube. It will play in Canvas. All right, that's enough of Jack for now, even though I love him. You're going to go back to modules. So now I have a link to a video. Let's add something else. We're going to go to the week of the 30th, and we're going to hit the plus sign over in the right corner. I'm going to add a quiz, okay? And if you've watched my How to Create Quizzes tutorial, you will see that I have created some quizzes for this classroom on Canvas. When you create content on Canvas, whether it be under assignments or quiz or file or discussions, once you create it, you can link it, it automatically links right here so that you can add it to your module. If nothing is showing up here, you have not created any content. Please see my videos on how to create quizzes, how to create assignments, how to create discussions, etc. We created quizzes already in my last tutorial, so now they're here for us to add. Let's add the animals quiz. I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to add it to my module. So now look, for the week of March 30th, we gave them that movement video and now we gave them the link to the quiz. So if they click on animals, here's that quiz right there ready for them. So let's go back to modules. Okay, notice I have green circles everywhere except here. That means I didn't publish this link. Remember, publish what you post. I'm going to publish it now by clicking it and making it green. Okay, we have a video, we have a quiz. Let's add a discussion. If you've seen my tutorial, How to Create a Discussion, you'll know that I've already created some. If you haven't seen it, go watch it first. All right, we're gonna come to the right-hand side, click on the plus sign, add a discussion. Here's our discussions we created in the other tutorial. Let's choose, what did you eat for lunch? We're gonna add the item. Okay, we've got lots of content under this module. This rectangle, I'm gonna trace it with my finger. This rectangle is one module. It's the module for the week of March 30th. Look at all of this content. We have our video, our quiz, our discussion. Let's add an assignment. We're gonna go back to the plus sign. We're gonna click on the drop down and we're gonna click assignment. Here's the assignments we created in our tutorial video on how to make assignments. I'm gonna click the American Revolution and I'm gonna add item. So look at this now. I've got my link to my video, I've got my quiz, I've got my discussion, and I've got my assignment. If there's anything else you want to add, just remember, go to the title of the module, go across, click on that plus sign, drop down, and pick what you are adding. There's lots of different options for you to play around with. I did tutorials on the major ones: assignment, quiz, URL, and discussion. File is pretty self-explanatory. You just hit file. These are already files we've uploaded. If you want to add a different file, you just need to hit new file and then it'll give you the option to add your file. So I'll add this discussion article just for, time's sake. But again, I could have picked any of these articles or activities that I've already uploaded in the past. So that's what's nice about Canvas. Once you put it on there, it's there for you to pick from. So remember, I hit file, new file, and I chose the file. I'm gonna hit add item. Okay, my module is getting pretty full. It looks really, really good right now. Obviously, for your class, it's gonna look very different. You're gonna have very different assignments. I just wanted to give you an example of each assignment type so that you could see how to add it to the module. So now I wanna show you what the student sees. So here's my student page. We're gonna go home, and then we're gonna go to modules. Look at all that stuff we just added. It's all here now. So now the student can see what they need to work on, and they can see in what order. So maybe the student is logging on for the first time for the week of the 30th. They're gonna click on that first video you want them to watch. Here's that video we uploaded in a different tutorial. When they're done, they're gonna hit next. Now they see that you have an activity about Dr. Seuss that's due. You want them to submit a PowerPoint, so they need to work on that. They're gonna go down. Once they've finished, they can hit next. Here's your Jack Hartman video. Once they've finished it, you can hit next. Here's that quiz on animals you want them to take. Once they've finished it, they can hit next, and so on and so forth until they finish the module. There's that discussion. My goal is really to help you guys right now. I can do a separate video for the kids. So anyways, that is how to add content to your modules. Once you've added your content, you can move on to the next module. Same concept. You're gonna go over to the right-hand side. You're gonna click that plus sign, and then you're gonna decide, what are you adding? Let's add another discussion to the week of April 5th. Let's add the geology discussion. I'm gonna add it, and there it is. Okay? So let's say you finished 2 modules. How do you create a brand new module? How do you create a brand new rectangle? Remember from that first tutorial on modules, you come up to the top, you hit this blue button that says plus module. You need to name it. So we're gonna name it week of April 12th. Oh, sorry, week of 4/12/20, because that would be the following week after April 5th, and we're gonna add that module. So now if you come down, there's our new module, and you can start adding content by clicking that plus sign. Let's add a quiz. Let's add that numbers quiz that we made in the how to create a quiz tutorial. Add the item. There it is. Remember, publish what you post. Make sure all your circles are green, okay? So now if the student is looking at their computer, what do they see? They see all of your modules ready to go. If you don't want them working ahead, remember from the first video, you need to unpublish the other modules. So say you only want them working on this week, the 30th. You need to unpublish this content. You can do that by putting your mouse over the circle and clicking on it again. You just clicked unpublish. Oh, how come it won't unpublish? Hold on one second. I want to make sure I'm leading you in the right path. It might be because my computer, the internet's a little slow. Yep, that was the reason. So give me a second. The internet's been up and down this week. All right, let's see. Let's give it a second. Oh, see, site can't be reached. Reload, please work. Okay, my internet's just been really spacey. I apologize. But anyways, so remember, we only want them working on the week of March 30th. So I need to unpublish the other modules. So I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna unpublish all of these assignments because I don't want them seeing them before it's time. So I'm gonna unpublish. So now let me show you what that did for the view of the student. Now the student can only see the week of March 30th. They cannot see anything else. And when they go to their different tabs like assignments, they can only see the assignments that you assigned for March 30th. Same thing with discussions. They can only see those discussions that you assigned for the 30th. They can't see anything else.